Dogs, 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 big dogs, little dogs, everywhere you look, there's a dog. We're at the 138th Annual Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show here in New York City. With us is David Frye,
Hi, Kristal.
who is the on-air talent, director of communications, and it's 25 years in the making, isn't it?
It is. I have the greatest job in the world. I get to go to dog shows and hang out with dogs and do fun things and meaningful things with the dogs.
Well, tell our audience a little bit about this year's Westminster Dog Show.
Well, it's our 138th annual. We're excited about that. We have a wonderful legacy in New York. We have a wonderful legacy around the world. We're the second longest continuously held sporting event in this country, behind only
the Kentucky Derby.
Girl, I'm glad somebody's reading my stuff. Good for you.
And it was started in what, 1877?
1877. A group of gentlemen hunters, after a day out in the field with their dogs, sat down and had a couple of cocktails at a hotel bar and started telling lies to each other, a lot like golfers might after a game of golf or something, and comparing their dogs to one another. And they said, well, how can we really do this? Let's put on a dog show. And so they said, okay, that was built the idea for the dog show, and they named it after the hotel bar that they were drinking in, the Westminster Hotel down in Union Square.
Oh, that's an interesting story.
It's one of those deals, you know, where I wish I had been there.
I agree with that. Now on this year, tell us, we have some new breeds we can look forward to?
New breeds here at Westminster. We have new breeds most every year, but we have 3 this year. One of them was yesterday, the Portuguese Parengo Pequeno, in the hound group, a little rabbit hunting dog from Portugal. And then in the terrier group today, we see for the first time the rat terrier, which is so-called not because it looks like a rat, but rather because that's what its job is. They're a ratter, kind of a great little general farm dog, a solid little athletic dog. Then the third one is in the working group, the Chinook, which is a sled pulling dog, which actually has its roots in New Hampshire, is the state dog of New Hampshire, in fact. But if you ever need to be pulled in a sled, I guess you should be in New Hampshire anyway, right? So 3 new breeds. So that gives us 190 different breeds and varieties to choose from. And that's part of the entertainment value that we bring you for your entertainment dollar here at Westminster.
And how many dogs are here?
2,840. It's a lot of dogs.
That's a lot of dogs.
Well, it ranges. You know, they compete at 3 different levels. They compete at the breed level against other dogs of the same breed. Then if they win their breed, they move into the group and compete in 7 different groups against other dogs of breeds from the same group. And then the 7 group winners come together at the end for best in show. But, you know, at the breed level, you can watch our breed judging live on streaming video on our website or on our app. And you can watch the 76 Labradors that are entered. Or you can watch the single Dandy Dinmont that's entered. So, you know, the Dandy Dinmont doesn't have as tough a job to get to the finals as one of the Labs might have. But that happens. We have varying entries from all 50 states, 15 different countries around the world. And people all want to be here. It's the only time all year where all the great dogs are in the same place at the same time.
This is the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
That's
it.
You
so much.
bet, Kristal. Thank you.
Okay, and good luck.
And thank you, and thanks for wearing your Westminster purple today. We like that.
Thank you, David.
Okay.
David Frye. We're with Kirsten here from outside of Pennsylvania area?
Philadelphia area, yep.
And tell us, tell us about this breed.
These are Leonbergers. This is a 4-year-old male Leonberger Rutger and a 2-year-old male Leonberger Dutch.
Now, as I recall, they just became involved with the Kennel Club.
Yes, they've been in the AKC. I think this is their 4th year now.
And tell me a little bit about the breed.
They're a very versatile dog. So they weren't bred for one specific thing. They were bred to be a multi-purpose farm dog. So they love to swim. They like to cart. Excellent therapy dogs. Both of ours are actually therapy dogs. So it's really, you know, anything you can think of to do with your dog, they're game for it.
And are they friendly, family friendly?
Yes, very family friendly. They love kids. They love people. Rutger here was, I say his calling in life was to be a therapy dog because it's the thing he loves to do the most.
Oh, really?
Yes. He's a true therapy dog. He loves to go in and just visits everybody, make sure he sees everybody.
Oh, and he lets everybody pet him.
Oh, yeah.
He
kisses, gives everybody kisses that wants them. Yeah, he's a ham. He's a funny dog, yep.
Oh, Oh dear.
But they are, they're big, a lot of fur. They're not for everybody, but they do make a wonderful family dog if you have the right home life and you're not worried about a little bit of fur everywhere.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, so there are a lot of shedding on these dogs.
A lot of shedding, yes. Yeah, even though they've just, I just groomed them and brushed them, I still have fur all over me.
Do you keep them inside or
They're
outside?
inside dogs. They wouldn't want it any other way. They love to go outside and do their patrol. They check on the property. They check. We have chickens, so they like to go out and check the chickens, make sure they're all okay, and they help to herd the chickens back in. But nope, they want to be with us the most.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, and for Dutch, that means it's on the couch. And Rutger just wants to be wherever he can keep an eye on what's happening.
This is a Norwegian Buhund. It's a Viking herding dog. So if you're a Viking, 1,000 years ago, you'd have a dog like this. They come in two different colors. This kind of wheaten color and a solid black who's hiding in his crate over there. They're kind of medium size, of course, pointy ears and curly tail. What else? I'm just the owner. I don't know particularly. What are you looking for?
Oh, okay.
They're very active dogs. They're not apartment dogs. But big yard, lots of kids. It'd be a great dog to have. So, but.
Do you need a lot of attention? Does he need you around a lot?
They got a little separation anxiety. Mainly, they like having, you around, and they'll pay attention to you. So not the other way around. So it's kind of cool because you take them at night and they'll pay attention to you, and like just the point where you're tired of them, they'll leave, and they'll go like, no, just one more minute. They know when to leave, so they don't totally annoy you.
And what class is it in?
He's a herding dog. It's one of the very few Spitz dogs that it's a herding.
This is a Tibetan Terrier. They're from the Himalaya Mountains. They were actually bred to be kind of like watchdogs and companions for the monks in the temples. So, Tucker, good boy. They'd lounge around the temple and keep everyone company, and then if an intruder came, they'd run back and forth from the visitor to the temple, barking, so that everyone knew someone was coming. And they're very good watchdogs. They're kind of aloof with people they don't know, but they're very friendly. It's just strangers sometimes. They're like, I don't know you. Here's his owner.
That's your mother?
Mm-hmm. Hi, Tucker.
Yes, my Tucker man.
See, now he's super happy. Good boy. I know, you like beef jerky, don't you? So they're very fun, they're very smart, very agile dogs.
How do they get along with children?
Oh, they're great. They're very sturdy. Anyone who's thinking about a Shih Tzu or something like that, these guys are much sturdier. So if you want a dog you can kind of rough with a little bit, they're definitely better built for it.
They don't care if children pull on their hair.
Yeah. And they've got nice bones, so you're not going to break them.
Okay. Okay, and what about maintenance for this type of dog?
If you're keeping one as a pet, they can be kept in a pet clip. But a show dog like this gets bathed and brushed out once a week, and it takes about 2 hours.
My name is Casey Huther.
And where are you from?
My mom is the breeder. We're from Cape Cod, Mass.
Okay, and what type of dog is this?
English Mastiffs.
And tell me about them.
So this is Bada Bing.
Bada Bing?
Bada Bing. Yes,
Okay.
she lives up to her name. She's going to be 8 years old this year, so she's the old lady of the group. But we also have her son showing and her grandson this year. So 2 years ago, she won Best Opposite here, and her son who's showing took the first award of merit. Come on.
And how do you train her? I mean, do you do it by...
They're very easy. Usually when you're showing, you don't teach them tricks and things like that with like a normal house dog, but they know how to sit and lay down. But they're very easy to train. They house train in like a day. So really they just have to learn how to stand correctly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They have a tendency to slouch over?
Well, that tendency to bring one foot forward, that's the biggest thing, is to make sure all the feet are planted in the same spot.
And it looks like it's a nice, friendly dog. Does
very.
it love everybody?
Oh yes, very much so. She's a big couch potato, and she's a sap, so her favorite thing is laying down and waiting for people to like come over and say hi to her. And
Does she need people around all the time?
oh yes, yep. Yeah. Her favorite spot at the hotel, this is her 5th year coming, is she'll lay in front of the stairs so everybody walking up has to come and pet her. And she like drags you over to it and she's like, I'm just going to lay here.
So she's very social.
Very, very much so.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Hey. Hey, you. Yeah. We're here at the 138th Westminster Dog Show, and with us is
Donna Johansson.
And you're the...
I'm the breeder, owner, handler.
Oh, okay. And tell me, what type of dog is this?
It's an English Mastiff, female.
And tell me about the breed.
Wonderful, gentle giants. She's just 2 years old. This is her first outing at the Westminster Dog Show. They love families, love children. They're supposed to be a working group dog, but they really like to sit on your lap more than work. They're just couch potatoes. They're wonderful, wonderful family dog.
And how much does she weigh?
She's about 180 pounds, and she'll probably get maybe 10 or 20 pounds heavier as she matures.
Okay. And how's she with children?
Fantastic. They love kids, love them.
And what makes her happy?
Eating and playing and just being on a couch.
And being on a couch. And how do you train her? I mean, what type of technique do you use?
A lot of love, a lot of treats. We start at about 6 months old, training them and getting them out, and socializing them is a huge thing to do with these dogs, any dog. But socialize them, keep them around people, and they're happy.
And now the winner of the 2014 Best in Show went to Skye, a wire Fox Terrier bred in England to go to ground after fox and small vermin. They have natural hunting and digging instincts and are alert, active dogs originally bred to be independent hunters.
What was it about this moment, this dog, and why did you pick Skye?
It's a very difficult decision. It really is, because I had 7 magnificent animals, and there's always something very magical that happens. And they stand, they make a pose, and they just, it's theirs, they own it. And it's difficult to explain, hard to put into words, but it's unmistakable.
Is it the it factor? It's the it factor?
It's the it factor. That's good. It's the it factor. Absolutely. Absolutely. She was really on, I thought. I've seen her show before. She was really on.
And I'm Kristal Hart reporting from the 138th Annual Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show here in New York City. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.